Hi there, welcome to your weekly update on Indian manufacturing sector. My name is Anand and I am your lean manufacturing coach, and today in this video we are going to look at some of the interesting updates from week 8, that is from February 15th to February 21. So come, let's get started. Let's start with automotive sector. The first news from automotive sector is from Hyundai. Hyundai is lining up about 3,200 crore to ramp up India's portfolio. They are going to invest 3,200 crore over the next 4 years to expand the product portfolio and to launch some new cars, including a lot of electric vehicles, because the company is betting on green mobility to strengthen its local operations. Interestingly, Hyundai is also completing 25 years in India, and they have about 17% market share in the domestic segment. And the future product lineup will have a lot of locally made electrical cars. And out of these 3,200 crore, about 1,000 crore is going to go for this electrical segment. They are also exploring a partnership with Kia. Kia is their subsidiary or sister company, and they are looking at production of green cars, that is electrical cars in the future also. The next news is from Tata Motors. Tata's Jaguar Land Rover, they are planning to go 100% electric by 2039. Land Rover said that it is planning to launch about 6 new electric variants in the next 5 years, and the future models, Jaguar Land Rover models, will be all electric, because most of the European car companies, the world biggest car companies, they are all planning to go for electric cars. The first all-electric car will debut in 2024. Delhi government is planning to add another 100 EV charging stations. These EV stations will be in Delhi Metro Rail Corporation, DTC bus depots, and other prominent public places. To promote electric vehicles, Delhi government is giving a lot of soaps for people who are buying electric vehicles. In fact, 30,000 rupees is offered as a discount for electric car or electric scooter buyers. Next news is from Ampere Electric. They are planning to set up the next unit in Tamil Nadu. If you remember, Ampere Electric acquired by Greaves Cotton, and they are planning to invest about 700 crores in a phased manner. And this new plant is going to be in Ranipet in Tamil Nadu. This particular new unit will be about 1.4 million square feet. It's expected to get completed by this particular year, 2021. This new plant will have a lot of advanced automation principles and also Industry 4.0. If you look at the automotive trends for the last few weeks, a lot of interest is happening around this battery, right? Battery technology and electric vehicles. In fact, if you look at a lot of these large companies like General Motors, Volkswagen, Ford Motor, everybody, they're all making bold promises about going 100% electric in the next 20 years or so. And this will mean a lot of demand for batteries. If you look at traditionally in automotive industry, battery is one of the least interesting items. So far, people have not thought a lot about batteries. They buy it from companies like Exide or Amaron, etc. They just put it inside the car and it runs. But now, what's happening is a lot of big companies, small companies, startups, everybody is getting into battery manufacturing. They are looking at understanding technology, develop the new technology to create batteries which can be which can last longer or which can charge faster, all those things. So it's an interesting time to be in the automotive sector. Now let us look at auto ancillaries. Semiconductor industry is finding it very difficult to meet the demand from automotive sector. This particular news we have also covered a couple of weeks back. There is a big shortage of semiconductor parts, because many of these recent cars have a lot of semiconductor or electronic parts in them, for Bluetooth, for connected car, for a lot of these GPS, navigation systems, everything, right? So there is a big demand from the automotive sector, and the semiconductor industry is not able to meet this demand. We have also shared companies like Ford, BMW, they had to halt their production for want of these semiconductor parts. So now let us look at electronic segment. We all know Apple had entered India and they have started their manufacturing in India, and they had a contract manufacturing firm called Wistron, and there were some labor related issues earlier, and the company took Wistron off of their vendor list and they blacklisted it. Apple is now planning to do manufacturing of iPad, and they are discussing with the government for getting some incentives for starting the manufacturing. Like I said earlier, Indian government is focusing a lot on electronic manufacturing. They are planning to bring companies like Apple and other large companies to India under their Make in India campaign, and that is happening. It's one sector where this Atmanirbhar Bharat or Make in India is become very successful is this electronic manufacturing. Continuing the story from Apple, Government of India has invited a lot of Singapore-based companies to come and invest in India on the semiconductor or electronic industry. Mr. Piyush Goyal, the Commerce and Industry Minister, he has invited a lot of Singapore companies to come to India. Home appliances companies, they clocked the best decade of sales in the July to December 2020, according to a report from GfK India. Consumer industries, almost all the sectors, they have logged their biggest sales in this last year's 6 months period. Sale of air conditioners that grew by about 25%, refrigerators by 15%, microwave ovens by 39%, washing machines by 24%. These are some numbers which are very good. So let us look at some other industries. FMCG industries that grew by about 7.3% in October to December, and rural sales is up by 14.2%, which is very good sign. The products which cater to this high growth are personal care products, food products, hygiene and immunity boosting products due to this corona pandemic, and other related products. Like I said, for the consumer electronics, for FMCG also, the sales during the month of Diwali was very good, and that has actually pushed the overall sales numbers in a much higher level. So the next news is from Inox Group. Inox is planning to invest about 2,000 crore in capital expenditure to increase medical industrial gas production. This particular company produces air units, compressed air, air separation unit, air fryer units, those kind of things, industrial applications. And they are planning to build 8 new air separation units, and this will increase the company's capacity to manufacture industrial and medical gases by about 50%. And this is the biggest capital expenditure according to Mr. Siddharth Jain, the MD of the company, and because there is a big demand which is picking up from the manufacturing and healthcare industry. The company currently produces about 3,300 tons per day of liquid gases. Post completion of this capital expenditure plan, the company's output will increase by 4,800 tons per day. Hindustan Coca-Cola Beverages, they are planning to increase their contribution towards renewable energy sources. This particular target of meeting 50% of energy requirement through renewable sources, the company has been able to offset about 46,500 tons of carbon with their solar and wind energy, and another 30,000 tons of carbon through biomass fuel in their factories. So these are all some of the interesting news from the world of manufacturing in India. If you like this particular video, please hit the subscribe button, and you can also click the bell icon so that whenever we post a new video, you'll get a notification. You can also share this video with your friends and colleagues. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. See you. Bye.